cat is going to fucking get snuck up on by a snake. Like what?
For us to be taking action
Fuck
when
off.
there's no evidence. On August 28th, the Rescue Journey TV posted a video of a dog who had his head stuck in a fence. But today I went to see if there were any new uploads, and I saw this. It's a video called Pets Rescue. A poor puppy runs on a highway being run over by car. This video is fully monetized. A video of a dog, a puppy being hit by a car. Fully monetized on YouTube. You can still go and watch this video of a dead puppy on the highway, and you can click on ads in that video if you want. You can't watch my video of me laughing at some sovereign citizens, but
All those people are
you can watch
funny.
that. In it, it shows a dog dead on the side of the road that had supposedly been hit by a car. And the video ends with this at
By the way, fun fact about
It
that
honestly
movie.
honestly, the dog looks like they just found a dead dog somewhere and placed it there.
Pretty much,
same
yeah.
one with its head stuck in
Fun
the
fact
fence.
about
They had to
Deadwing
rescue
Dwarf
the video
is
before.
that
You can tell by the
he made
spot
a
and
video
markings on its face.
about
They used the
talking about
same
these
dog
child
over and over again,
rapists
like I
and
said
dog
they were
fuckers,
doing.
and then
And this time they took it so
YouTube
far that they literally
striked
killed
him for that video.
They
And
killed
he was
the
like,
dog, this dog for content.
so,
Killed the fucking dog for content.
I am not allowed to bully
Welcome, contender.
This guy
We're playing
I
solo
love-
clan match.
charged
It's up to you
pedophiles
to survive all other contenders.
without getting a strike. Is that what you're telling me to? Because throughout the whole stream, he just bullied the shit out of these fucking rapes who raped their
Oh, are you talking about
nephews.
that guy that Ethan had on his channel?
I think so.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know. But still, like, they're these confirmed rapists that are out of jail, and he was pissed, so he just started roasting them, and then YouTube striked him for bullying and shit, right? And he says, so what you
YouTube
saying?
just striked MXR Plays for playing a video where a kid lit a firecracker.
Huh.
I mean, it's so fucking dumb. Like, dude, I remember going to the bus stop and my friend having bottle rockets and us lighting them and just like holding them in our hands and letting them go right as soon as like they would explode. And it's like, they're fucking firecrackers. Like, they're so fucking like, how can you strike a video of this? Well, like, what are you supposed to make on YouTube? Like, fucking, like, I don't even know what you're supposed to make on
Fuck it,
YouTube if
do
that's
what
what's
you
so
want
bad.
until you get fucked up. There's no point in following the rules.
They're not even consistent with their own rules.
So there's no point in following them.
What up? No. I mean, you can't follow them though. That's the thing. That's the whole shit with Leafy. It's like they struck all of his videos at one time. Like, they don't even give you like the ability to like, oh, like you're doing this
Okay.
wrong. Like, you can't do that. They don't give you that ability. It's just like,
Stop
you
it.
fucked up. Well, you don't know how you fucked up. Well, too bad. You're gone.
Get ready to deploy.
It's so vague.
Neo Arcadia awaits you, contenders.
Which, I mean, I guess they make it intentionally vague so that way they can just pick off anybody that's seen as like. Honestly, to tell the truth, I
Let
kind
the
of saw
battle
Leaky
begin.
getting banned to
Eliminate
begin with.
all other contenders.
But like the way they
We'll
did it
secure
was
the
just kind of
crown to
shitty.
win.
Like
You
as soon as
expected
he
it to
made
be
like the
like-
second or third video of that, I'm like, oh yeah, YouTube's gonna kick him off. Fucking, they're gonna do something. I didn't expect them to like wholesale just kick him off fucking platform. Okay.
I mean, expectations are made to be broken, in my opinion.
But they
Oh.
just want to set a fucking example too, because even though Leafy's content is really not that fucking bad, he kind of gets that. He kind of gets painted in like that, like. Well, you don't remember what Mega fucking said. He's like, I don't want to watch Leafy because he's a fucking. What did he say? I can't fucking quite remember. He's like mean or something like that. And I probably should have fucking laughed at that because it's like, Mega, aren't you the person that sent me a video of a dog getting eaten by a fucking like cheetah or some shit like that? It's like, get out of here with your fucking crocodile tears. The worst thing that Levy's did was fucking call that kid retarded, and he was actually retarded. That's not even really that big bad of a
a
thing.
fucking like meme. He's a satire dude. Like his persona.
But the fact
is
that he got painted in that light, like YouTube was just waiting, cause like it kind of makes them look good, which sounds weird because you wouldn't think that way because everybody is like, wow, YouTube's fucking retarded. Well, I don't know. Ethan's like, yay, they
not
fucking
to
kick
the
League on the
people.
platform, yay
Be
guys.
aware of your
Or
location,
what did he say? He's
contenders.
like,
Sectors are starting to collapse.
I like to see Leafy come back, and he like memed on that, like how everybody's memeing on him. He also got in on the meme, and it's like, Ethan, that's not a good thing. You shouldn't be celebrating that because you're gonna be next.
This is all right.
Like, it's pretty
Oh,
obvious.
he's not. He's chummy with you.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean though. Like maybe not Ethan because he sucks fucking what's her name, Wajiki Cox dick, but all the other people that were on board with it too. They're like, yeah, I never fucking liked Leafy. He was a fucking
Down
piece
to
of shit.
75 contenders.
And it's like, well, what do you do when you're getting called a piece of shit and nobody gives a fuck about you, and then they just kick you off the platform? It's like, it's no longer fun anymore. Just because it's being used for shit you like doesn't mean that it can't be used against you. That's like people arguing for fucking hate speech or like
Watch out for collapsed sectors.
First Amendment shit. And they're like, but it'll make everything better, you know, for fucking people be nice to each other and it won't be mean. And it's like, yeah, but what do you do when like that gets used against you? It's like, you're fucked, man.
The infinite ammo event is about to start.
Think about shit more than like 5 feet ahead of you. Like, come on.
They messed.
But I mean, it was a gift.
Wee bit better. Got to keep my hands busy. Come on then. Reloading.
Sectors are about to collapse. The infinite ammo event is ending. 50 contenders left.
What you been up to?
Kind of shit. I nearly died like 2 weeks ago.
What do you mean?
There was a storm, like there's like a crazy big ass storm coming, and I think it was literally I was in party with Mega, and there was like tornadoes around, and I didn't know it was happening, and I had a bunch of shit outside. Like I had my 4-wheeler, and I think I can't quite remember because I think it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was somewhere a while ago.
Yeah.
But I went to go, like, you know, cover shit up and like put shit away because there was a crazy big storm coming. And like as soon as I started to finish shit up, like it got really quiet, like it got really calm, and I'm like, oh shit, it's about to fucking like go crazy. And then as soon as I like noticed that, like rain just started pouring down, and thundering, and then hail, like it all happened in a matter of like probably 2 to 3 minutes. And I went to go back inside, and the spot that I left, like a huge branch from the tree, like a dead branch, like a giant fucking like, this is probably at least 30-40 pound branch. This is a big old tree we have. Fell like right where I was standing, and I'm like, dude, if I didn't have moved, like, you know, when I did, I probably wouldn't have died, but I would have.
It would probably fuck you up.
Well, I mean, it depended on where it landed. I mean, if it would have landed on my head, yeah, I would have been dead on contact. But like,
Come at me. I
yeah,
dare
that
you.
happened. And then the other day, I sat down, and it was actually in this chair. I was sitting down. I forget what I was doing, and the chair, I leaned a little bit, and for some reason, the whole chair lost balance and like flipped over. And I landed on this like glass jar, and the glass jar broke on my hand, and I cut up my hand. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
I mean, I haven't had the best time.
And then I got my wired, to run Ethernet cable. I had to redo the whole because my dad was the one that did it before the mouse chewed up the Ethernet wire, and he did it wrong. Well, he didn't do it wrong. He just didn't do it right. So I just redo that, and now I'm running on wired, which is nice. After how long? Because I wish I would have did that a while ago, because it's like 150 or 200 megabyte download speed. And I have been having like a 20 megabyte download speed. And I'm like, why did I not do this like so long ago?
Yeah.
And then I went fishing for a while. Trying to think.
I wish the NPCs weren't so fucking dumb. Just go down the stairs. Fuck.
What NPC?
Jack Cabot. He keeps getting stuck
Oh, you're
on
playing Fallout.
shit.
Is that the guy that owns the Cabot house? That's that scientist that is dead?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good quest. Did you just start it?
Oh, I start school tomorrow. Huh? Did I just start it?
Yeah.
I started the quest yesterday.
Welcome to Solo Crown Rush. In this brutal competition, it's every contender for themselves.
I've been watching this anime called Code Geass, and it's fucking good.
Nice.
Like, it's so similar to like it goes over like, so basically the premise is basically the premise is Britain or Britannia, well, in Britannia in this one, becomes a superpower and takes over Japan, right? And
It's
all
really
the people
far away to take over.
yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is like, this is
Plan
like
your approach,
type the
contenders.
fucking far dumb what if situation, right? Britannia becomes a superpower,
Time to
and
play,
starts
contenders.
taking over
Eliminate all
countries
other
again.
contenders,
Like,
or secure the crown to
and
win.
like just starts decimating, right? And basically what they do is every time they take over a country, they name it after a number. Like, let's just say they take over America, that's the first country they've taken over, so they call it 1. They call everybody
Come
Yeah.
on, they can't. They're so uncreative.
well, yeah, but that's the purpose. So it's basically saying you are unimportant.
Yeah, that's
under
why
the
they do
foot
that
of
to
the
inmates,
contract.
criminals. They don't call inmates
Yeah, I know.
by their name.
Yeah.
They call them by their number.
That's why. So they basically take this group of people, they strip their country of their name, and turn it into Area 1. Other people become 1, and then, you know, right?
This is like
And
Hunger
they do that-
Games meets fucking 1984.
Exactly, and I love it
First
so
step.
much because
I remember reading
It's-
that Hunger Games book in high school and then watching the movie.
I didn't
And I'm
read
like,
it.
why is this movie so fucking dumb?
But basically, Britannia just straight up wipes it, right? I don't think they completely won the war, but they're getting close. And so the next place they pick is they pick Japan, which becomes Area 11. All the people are called 11. They're no longer treated as normal citizens. They're treated as second class,
Warning,
and
sectors
it's
will
just
soon
fucked,
be
right?
collapsing.
So,
This is alright.
the main character, who's Lelouch, is
Now we're talking.
he kind of gets his whole thing is to overthrow Britannia and just like stop this. But the funny thing is like it's like, oh, there aren't heroes. Like there's a character called Suzaku who's like the quote stereotypical shonen hero, and his worldview is, oh, if we can't fight evil with evil, we need to fucking do good and change it from the inside.
better than them. We can't be bad
Exactly.
like them because then we're just as worse as them.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, the show knows this, and it kicks him in the shit every time he tries to act like a good guy, because it's just and like the Britannia, when they take over an area, they like
A sector has
they
collapsed.
treat the citizens shitty, but there's a way that citizens that are originally, quote, numbers, the numbers can become honorary Britannians, and honorary Britannians are basically like, they go through a
supply
process
crate
where
event is
they
about to
strip
start.
them of all their culture, their language, their anything, and they become Britannians. But the funny thing is they're still treated like shit. They're still treated just as bad, but they have a home and whatever, and like they have to basically, whenever like the opportunity is given, they have to like set aside for more people more important than them. So like you have this like thing
It's
of,
like the plebeians of Rome.
exactly, like, so there's this one where honorary Britannians
May have to
like
give this
get
a one.
beat up every day, and they basically sell themselves. They're like, oh, they kiss up to like the Britannians because that's how they survive, and then
Sectors are
like
about to collapse.
it's just screwy. And then Lelouch, who's the main character, is like, I just want to fuck
The
everything
supply
up. I
crate
want to
event is
overthrow it.
ending.
And I like the way he goes. He's like, terrorism
Let's bring
isn't
it
the
up a
way.
notch.
Terrorism is just
Wee
gonna
bit
make you
better.
like, because the media in Code Geass is like ours, lies basically, and mixes the truth up. And
I mean, it's like any media. It's always all lies.
yeah, still, but
50 contenders
like,
on the board.
you know,
Just
and
improve
I'm
this
like,
bad
I
boy.
love this show, like I do. Like, I'm watching it with someone, it's very fucking good. And, so basically his thing is, you don't fight a country with terrorism. One, they'll make you out to be a fucking fanatic and make you out worse
You
than
should play
you are.
Deus Ex. It has a really similar idea to what you're describing.
Yeah, so like, what Lelouch does is he
A
takes
sector
these
has
Japanese or quote honorary 11s or whatever, and
Loading more up.
he like forms this group, and then he like they do kind of like a Knights of Justice thing. Like they're playing on the good side, but not completely like, oh, we don't do bad things or whatever, you know what I mean? So they're kind of like, right now at least, they're playing up, like, they're currently doing good things for both sides unless it's needed. So like, when the government is doing something shitty, they put them in check. Or when the other side, Japan, is doing something shitty by taking Britannian students hostage and throwing them off cliffs, they do something about it. So they're kind of like making
Throw
the
'em off
public.
Be
cliffs.
aware of your location.
Yeah, they did
contenders.
that. They
Sectors
did
are starting
that.
to
They took a
collapse.
bunch of Britannian students and just pushed them off the cliff. Like, they did it every hour, so the Britannian country would, like, you know, but the funny thing was, Britannia doesn't give a shit about their citizens, so... yeah, it didn't work out too well for them. But the funny thing was like, they're currently playing up the public perception of them, and that's interesting, because it doesn't give a shit on what you do, really. If your public perception
I see those
is bad, that is like the worst for you. Like, you have to make it so the public, even if the media is like, oh, they're bad, and you can go, no, that's a good thing. What they're doing is good. You know what I mean? You have to fight that, and that's a very interesting thing.
Now we got something worth mentioning.
It's really good.
25
And
on the
it's just,
battlefield.
it's fuck.
Warning. Watch out for collapsed sectors.
But yeah, it's really good.
Oh, did you see CD Projekt Red's all their new shit?
Mm-mm.
Witcher 3 is going to get a PS5,
Sectors
like
are
a
about to collapse.
PS5, like whatever you want to call it. It's gonna have ray tracing and all that shit
port.
for PS5, and they announced that I think for early 2021, and then Cyberpunk also for PS5. They said that Cyberpunk, it's gonna like support it. Like I think I could be wrong on this, but I think they said it'll support it out of the gate. Like you'll be able to play it on PS5, but it's gonna have like more optimized later on in 2021 for PS5, which is pretty cool.
One second. Oh, no. What the hell? But yeah, I'm currently like fucking absorbing that in.
A sector has collapsed.
It's really good. Oh, and it's like it's really aware of
The
itself.
cooldown accelerator event is
Not well
about
of
to start.
itself, but like really like realistic, I'd say.
Did you see Kingdom Hearts is a new game?
Oh, that.
Warning. Sectors will soon be collapsing.
Under the sea.
10 remain.
I think I'm good.
Under the sea.
I think I'm good. I don't think I wanna.
Well, that's the funny thing about Kingdom Hearts games is you've gotta if you wanna
Fuck.
even have a .2 fucking like understanding of the fucking story
Fuck life.
or whatever you want to call the game's story.
And then
I
there were
don't know.
9.
Maybe if I have money extra, I'm buying the Yakuza game.
The dragon one.
The newer one? No,
We
I think
have
I'm
our
gonna
top
get the
8
classic
contenders.
first and then get the new.
The cooldown accelerator event is ending.
And I think I might be missing. No.
Down to our
I mean,
last
there aren't
7.
any PS4 games I want. Other than maybe the new.
You should play Greedfall.
Oh, she's
A
fucking
sector has
stupid.
collapsed.
She shot her.
That's what people do in the apocalypse. They shoot themselves.
Oh, it's out of mine. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I can't kill you. Fuck. I am like severely hurt. No.
I
eat
saw
the
this
quantum.
video of the seagull like literally just sitting under this killer whale as he's like slowly trying to like play with him and eat him. And I'm like, this seagull has fucking like
They missed.
is
Be
like
aware
so
of your
metal.
location, contenders.
This is the most metal fucking seagull ever. He's just like, yeah, eat me, bitch. I don't care. What is
I
life
don't
anymore?
care.
Just eat me.
Hey. I've been reading the manga.
Rest them once more.
I can't.
6 contenders remain.
You motherfucker.
Ooh. Dang. Where the fuck is Cabot? Oh yeah, fuck. I missed the doctor's appointment for my testing, so that's great. Yeah.
For what testing?
Oh, to see if I have like any thyroid shit, because they're trying to figure out what the reason my muscles are acting the way they are.
Wow, what's wrong with your muscles?
Oh, because like when you flex, right, and then your muscles get intense. My arm stays like that.
It sounds like you may just have pulled like, is it like a little knot almost? Does it feel like a little bump?
No, this is my whole arm just flexing. Like not flexing, but it stays flexed.
That's
Like-
weird. Could be something with
Yeah, I
your
know.
nerves or something.
Yeah, they could say like it could be. I don't know. It could be a thyroid thing, but I don't know. So I'm gonna
Could
get
be.
tested.
My grandma
and
has
they-
thyroid issues.
Yeah.
Welcome, contender. We're playing solo crime rush. It's up to you and your wits to survive all other
But
contenders.
overall, yeah. You are a chunky raider. You are a chunky.
Contenders, get ready. Pods are about to launch.
Oh fuck.
Choose your
Oh yeah,
target
James
location
getting a
carefully,
DA.
players.
That's cool.
Who?
Doom.
Doom's getting what?
Let
A
the battle
DLC.
begin.
Oh, yeah.
Eliminate all other contenders or secure the crown.
Sadly,
to
not
win.
being composed by Mick Gordon though, but I'm sure not everybody
I'm
cusses
sure
over
it's
like
pretty
Mick
good.
Gordon like I do. Although he is composing that game I sent you, Atomic Heart, which I'm really stoked for. He is composing that game, so I'm pretty stoked for
I'm gonna
that. Plus,
die.
the game looks just fucking pretty savage.
Stop hitting me with a bat, you fucking troglodyte. Did I hurt Nick? I killed Nick. Fuck.
Nick Valentine.
Yeah, Nick was
Have you
so
done this
close.
companion quest yet?
No.
Oh, do it
That's
once you
our
get a
first
chance
kill.
to. It's very good. It's really sad.
Isn't it?
Poor Nick.
Isn't it like a texted one?
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, it's been a while since I played Fallout 4, so I forget how you trigger the companion. Oh, I know you have to do shit in dialogue that like make you know when you have someone with you and it'll say in the corner like they don't like what you just did or they do. That's what you do. You make sure they like whatever you're saying. You can kind of tell by their personality. And then once you do it enough, they'll like constantly ask you to talk to them. They'll be like, "Hey, I don't know what something to say to you," and then you have to speak to them, and then it'll be like, tell you like stories.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
I think that happened. I might have to look.
Sectors are about to collapse.
Reloading.
I think. Maybe.
Oh, I bought oh shit. No. I got the Jack and Daxter collection, and then it also came with, I think, Jack X Combat Racing, and I played through those, and I bought the Ratchet and Clank collection for PS3, and I'm currently in the process of playing through those, so that way when I get Rift Apart, I'll be able to slightly
A
caught
sector
up.
has
I mean, I've
collapsed.
played them all once, because my friends had them, and then my cousin had them, so I already kind of like, I know the gameplay parts, but I don't know the story parts, so I'm playing through those.
I hated like Joe Biden's
The
ad so
Infinite
much
Ammo
that
event
like
is about to
I
start.
put on ad block on my new phone, and I only use that phone for watching YouTube.
Quickly now.
I hate.
Well, you're not a real black person according to Joe Biden, Crimson, so.
That's okay. You can go suck. You can go suck cock or something. I hate life right now.
I love how BLM2 is like getting behind the fuck Kyle Rittenhouse shit when it's not even a race-based thing. He was just defending himself. As a matter of fact,
They're
if it was a
like,
BLM person that did that exact same thing, and like, well, I mean, it would be highly unlikely that would happen, but if whoever the fucker like decided to attack them and they defended
The
themselves,
Infinite Ammo event
like,
is ending.
they would be in the right then, and I would be okay with that. But it's not. It was just him going there to fucking defend a place, and he ended up getting attacked and defending himself. Like, it's not even a race-based thing. But I mean,
niggas tried to
That's a bad shot.
say.
like, all the people he shot were white.
Well, okay. Well, what Mega tried to say, like, he shouldn't have, like, went from one state to another.
Yeah, but like,
He kind
of course,
of
that,
made it seem that he was doing that to just get in a gunfight.
This is alright.
but how
Like,
though?
was asking for some-
He went there to go be a medic, though. Like he said in the video that he's
Well,
there to
I'm
provide
pretty sure
medical.
I cleared that up with him, but at first he just said
Who said
that.
that?
I don't want to. Mega. He
Well,
didn't
he's
like
fucking
Watch out
how.
for collapsed sectors.
May have to give this a one.
Well, no, I'm not saying like. I'm just showing his perspective, I
Here's
guess,
something.
of the conversation.
Well, yeah, that's 2020, dude. Whenever something bad happens, of course you can say, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that," but that's not what happened. that's like going to the bar and getting in a fight, and then afterwards being like, "Well, you should have went to the bar." It's like, Well, yeah, now you know that. You didn't know that then, or else if you would have known, I guarantee you, if you would have known that he went there, that he was gonna kill someone, he probably would have done it. I mean, just the fact that he was 17 and he's not allowed to possess a gun. I mean, actually, according to Michigan, or sorry, Wisconsin law, it's actually legal for him to possess a gun. It's illegal for him to purchase one. So I mean, there is some like legality of him brandishing it in public. That may be an issue, but legally, like, it doesn't really matter what anybody thinks. He was completely in the right. Like, I mean, that's how the court's gonna look at it. I mean, just straight up. I mean, he for a 17-year-old, he showed an incredible amount of restraint to not just like kill everybody. What? Okay. So yeah, I mean, he'll probably end up getting a charge for like something, but I'll highly that depends on like the prosecution though. I mean, my state, Illinois, because he lived in Illinois and it happened in Wisconsin, there may be an issue of him bringing the gun across state lines. But if the gun was given to him, then he didn't bring it across state lines. There's really no federal laws that he broke. I mean, that I could think of. Wisconsin laws he may have broken. But, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't, like that, that's just, like,
I mean,
it would be different if he just fucking took out his AR-15 and just started, like, owning kids. Like, just started owning kids, but he obviously is running away from people. Like, it's so cut and dry that it's like, there's not even really any discussion behind it. It's just obvious what happened.
25 left.
There's not even really political, like I said, if it was a Black Lives Matter thing and it was completely the other way around, I would still say the same thing. Like, oh, that BLM person was in the right because they were being attacked. Like,
yeah,
that's just what it is. But I wouldn't doubt it since they, whatever that Waukesha, whatever it was in fucking Wisconsin, that cop killed that guy. I wouldn't doubt that they're trying to make an example out of him because of that. Because they don't want people. Because ever since that happened in Wisconsin, like with the George Floyd shit, we had it pretty bad, but like it was nowhere near as bad as it is now because of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did that just to like, you know, calm everybody down or something. So like I said, everybody's gonna be, all BLM is gonna be super fucking mad once he gets acquitted, or when he pleads down or something, because this is what's going to end up happening. And especially like the fact that there's literally a video of him before them saying like, yeah, I'm here to provide medical attention to like anybody, like even people that don't like that I'm here to provide. Like if he would have, if the video before would have been like, I'm here to fucking fuck people up and fucking get some notches under my belt, then yeah, that probably wouldn't look, even if he said that, I mean, he still got attacked, so he still would be in the right. But the fact that he even said that, like, was genius on his part, because that's gonna be used in court too. Like his lawyer can be like, look, here's video of this shit happening before it even happened, and him claiming what he's there for, which isn't to kill people.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, even one of the guys had a gun, so. I mean, I'm not sure whether or not he pointed at him, but Donut pointed out in the video. I think he's like, oh, that guy, it kind of looks like he has a gun, but I don't think it is. It was a gun. Like, there's a zoomed in video of it. One of the guys had a gun. I mean, even if you don't, even if one of them didn't, there's a serious issue of them, like, because you saw in the video, he's trying to take his rifle away from him. He's trying to rip it out of his hands. And like, what do you expect? I mean, that's one thing I don't understand. Like, what do you expect?
Be aware of your location, contenders.
Don't attack people when they have a rifle, and you'll be okay. all those
Yeah.
people, those two dudes
You're
that
one of
died,
the
they would have
lucky
been
nine remaining.
A-okay if they would have just left dude alone. They're the aggressors in the situation. They're the ones that chasing him. He's the one running away. Like,
It's cut and dry.
yeah, it
Those
is.
bitches.
Yeah, people could be like, well, he shouldn't have been there. He's there stirring it up. Well, yeah, that's easy to say, but there's shit tons of other people there that had guns. Like,
You're a bad shot.
what's the alternative of him not having one and then them attacking him and beating the... Like, there's already videos of people getting beat to death. Like, just straight up dead by mob. So, like, that's just the regular nature. You're gonna bring a gun with you. I mean, I would. Why wouldn't you?
Do you think people actually practice natural
sector has
human
collapsed.
instinct right now? Because
6
they're
contenders
justified.
remain.
They are very justified right now. They're like, oh, we're fighting a cause. We're doing all this to fight a cause. No.
They're not fighting shit. The BLM in Chicago are so... Okay. The BLM in Chicago are so fucking backwards. They argue for, like, the dumbest shit. They argue for, like... They want to get rid of the patriarchy, right? Which you hear feminists and BLM talk about all the time. But no. They're literally arguing for...
Sectors will soon be
to
collapsing.
not have any male in the house. Like, they think that only women should be raising kids. Like, I don't even have to explain how dumb that is.
Huh,
Like,
that's as if,
Yeah.
like,
it's so fucking backwards.
5 left
Like,
players.
it sounds so fake, but like, what I'm telling you is legit. That's what BLM
wish.
Chicago, the chapter of Chicago, like, that's what they like want. It's so dumb.
hit it. Please hit it. Ah.
4 contenders left.
It's fucking
Come
fun.
at me. I dare you.
Shoot him in the face.
Also, though, I think because a lot of it was misinformation, too. Because Colin Noir did a good breakdown because he's a lawyer, and he actually did a lot of like good background shit. Because the people that started attacking him, they probably didn't attack him just because he was defending the business. He shot that one first guy after he like was getting chased by him, and then he ran off, and that's when another group of people. Because everybody was running around saying, oh, this guy just shot somebody, he's shooting people. So they thought that, oh, this guy's just crazy, right? They think he's just here to, like, kill, like, do, mass shooting or whatever. Which wasn't the case. Like, that guy that got shot for a good reason, because he was attacking him. And so they're all like, holy shit, we gotta, like, stop this guy. Like, that's what they're thinking in their heads. But that's not the reality of the situation. It doesn't matter what you think is happening. Like, you have to be very careful on how you act in situations. Like, yeah, to you being in that group of crowds, you hear somebody get shot and then you see everybody yell, oh, that guy's shooting people. You're automatically gonna think like, shit, I gotta stop this guy, I gotta do something. But you know what I mean? That's not the reality of the situation. That's just your perspective, your wrong perspective of what actually happened. So they're, like, on this fucking mission to, like, get revenge and stop this guy from hurting anybody else. When in reality, he's just fucking doing that same thing. Well, not getting revenge, just trying to stop people from hurting him. It's like, it's sad. I mean, yeah, it sucks that those two guys died, probably because of, a split-second decision, a wrong decision they made. But it's like, your decisions have consequences.
Let the battle begin. Eliminate all other contenders.
It's not
Secure
his
the
fault
crown
that they
to
were
win.
wrong. That's just the sad reality of life. Don't follow a crowd. Don't be fucking in a mob.
Hero.
Yeah. If literally they were just like, oh shit, someone's killing people, I better get the fuck out of here, and just left shit alone, like, they probably would have been okay. Everybody would have probably been fine. But, you know what happened? And then the news too. I love the Chicago news is like trying to paint it out as if like he. That's what they're trying to do. Like basically what Mega said. They're trying to paint it as if he's like this racist kid that drove all the way to Wisconsin. Which I mean, I realize who they're talking to people. They're talking to people that are fucking dumb and have no idea of like like they don't even know where Wisconsin is on a fucking map. Like it's literally right next to Chicago. It's like 30 minutes away. Like you can just be right in Wisconsin from Northern Illinois and Chicago. Like they're trying to paint it out as like, oh, Kyle Rittenhouse, he went out of his way to go over here. He drove all the way there just to fucking put people in the dirt. And it's like, no, it's literally like you hop on the expressway and you're in Wisconsin.
Warning. Sectors will
That's
soon
not.
be collapsing.
Stop trying to paint it as if he's like some like terrible person. It's like all the other people that were in Waukesha, they drove too. Most of the people them didn't live there. Why are you paying him to be like a fucking like oh he's on a mission to like hurt people and kill people? That wasn't the fucking case. But of course, I mean, we're talking about the news. They're fucking watering it down for fucking retards. Always know that fucking TV and news, like, their target audience is like the lowest common denominator. It's like the dumbest, like they're aiming for the people that are so fucking dumb. Like, they can't read, they just need shit to be spoon-fed to them. Oh, well, Kyle Rittenhouse drove all the way to Wisconsin to kill people. It's like, yeah, it's 20 minutes away. Like,
A sector has
not that far
collapsed.
away.
I love how they care so much, but
Now we're
dude,
talking.
if they really think about it, people die every day. And
They do.
the news
I mean,
fucking
you're right,
talk about it.
that's the other thing. It's sad fucking...
It's shitty.
The supply
because
crate
The
they-
shit with
is
George
about to
Floyd,
stop.
there was a thing, I forget which a case point, I forget his fucking name. We don't even know his name, I can't remember it. But the same thing happened to him. But like, nobody fucking cares about him. I mean, I don't know the whole case of it. I don't know whether the cop was justified or not. But even though, I mean, that just shows you how the news fucking paints shit, you know? Like, they only care.
Oh yeah, I start online school tomorrow. Hooray! I have to fucking sit at a monitor from 7 to 2.
From
Yeah.
7 to 2?
Yep.
Damn. That sounds fucking brutal.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
just unplug your fucking router. Oh, I'm having internet issues. Just like,
send me
you're
the work.
just literally on
Send
the
me the
camera, just
work.
like, sorry, it's breaking up.
Send me the work. Send me the work. Send me the work, man.
I can't hear you. We can see you making that noise with your mouth. I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
What did you say? Oh, alright. Yeah, I'll get with you later. Bye.
Fire support.
Welcome, contender. We're playing solo Crown Rush.
Alright,
It's
I'm
up to
done
you
with
and
this
your
right
wins
now.
to
I'm gonna
survive
take
all
off.
other contenders.
I'm not too excited, but fuck it. I mean,
Be excited.
no. Because I want some more health. Let me save. I'm kind of sad. I like to beat Final Fantasy, and he did all the trophies that I wanted to do.
Who beat Final Fantasy?
Alex, he did.
Oh.
He beat that
7?
and then
Remastered?
Yeah, both. He did both those games, and I'm like, oh. And I look at all the trophies he's gotten. Like, shit. Now that I know when I start this video game, I did like he got them all first. I don't know. It's really an old feeling. It's really
You're really
weird.
invested in his trophies.
No, it's not that. It's just I didn't notice that I cared about that. Like it's
I
something
honestly
stupid.
forgot that we have like an achievement trophy system.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I didn't realize I cared about that. I mean, now I know that feeling. So
Why?
now
What
I-
trophies? Like, what does he have? Like, I'm kind of.
Oh no, he like completely platinumed it.
Oh, he did. Damn.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, shit.
Is that wait? How does the trophy system go? It goes like
Basically,
bronze, silver, gold, and then
there's
platinum. Right?
common. Yeah, there's common, which is bronze. There's silver.
So
which
wait, to
is
get to the
above.
platinum, you have to get all the other trophies.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I hope I did I save? Let me check. If I didn't save, I'm gonna cut my dick off.
I remember back in the Xbox day, because I think on Xbox they have achievements. I remember my friend, he was like a fucking achievement like junkie. Like he would literally do like that's all he cared about when a new game came out. He's like, oh, how many fucking achievements does it have? How much gamer score do you got on it? And I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Is this a fucking video game?
Time to play
Play the
contenders.
game.
Eliminate all
Play
other
the
contenders.
game no
Or
more.
secure the crown to win.
Where's my phone? Ah.
Rich is my dad.
Rich is rich.
Rich is my dad.
Oh, did I
confirmed
tell you
he's
this
gaming.
yet though? But Boogie's feed is not.
What is that?
Series X is going to be $499. I think the pricing of both consoles.
Bungie's feet are watery?
Boogie's feet
Oh.
are rotting.
Oh.
Yes.
That's fucking weird.
It's a side effect of
Is
like
it
if you have
diabetes
diabetes.
or
Yeah, exactly. If you don't use, let's just say you don't walk for a very long time, or at least like within, you either don't take your medicine or you don't become active.
Your feet
Oh.
fucking fall. That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, but it's
I
it's
knew that
over
your
an
feet get
extended
fucked
period
up from
of time.
diabetes. I didn't know that happens though.
It's for an extended period of time though. Like he had to really not do anything.
Damn.
Sectors are about to collapse.
So is he gonna lose his feet or something?
I don't know, probably. If it gets bad enough, yes.
I honestly forgot about Boogie making content because like he went through that phase where he just fucking like wallowed in sadness all the fucking time. And I'm like, I did not subscribe to this channel for this.
Listen, I'm here to escape my problems, not create new ones, alright?
Like I thought it was a gaming channel. I don't want to hear you vlog about your life, Boogie.
I get it, we all got problems.
This is alright.
And then when he did make a fucking gaming video, it was like 2 weeks late. It's like I've already seen this video on like Rich or IGN or some shit like that. Like I've already seen this.
Got to keep my hands busy.
Warning. Watch out
Yeah,
for
Rich is
collapsed
dead.
Around
sectors.
$500. With the pricing of the Series S, I said that $299 was the high end, but $299 I still think is a hell of a deal. 1440p, 120 FPS gaming, minus the native 4K visuals. You're getting
The
a lot of
viewers have chosen
nice
the
features
reviewable.
of the Series X, and it'll even upscale games support.
I really hope that the PlayStation 5 isn't as weak as like everybody's saying it compared to
Bring it
the
up.
Xbox. Like, yeah, to me the games, everything, like, I don't know why, but I've like literally fell in love with that Ratchet and Clank game. It literally looks like you're playing a fucking like Pixar movie. It looks ridiculous. Like, the gameplay and shit also like, it just looks really fucking good. But like, I don't know. Sony's just kind of pissing me off.
Aerith, fuck you.
Okay, so if you're on a budget, you have 4K.
Be aware of your location.
Aerith, let me fight your battles,
Starting
you
to
whore.
collapse.
Series S is a good option. And with Xbox All
Dude, I like Madam
Access,
S's. I like Madam M's stress.
$35 a month for the Series X.
And I love how like mean she was. It was pretty funny. She just shows up and she's like, listen, I don't want to hear your bullshit. And then she sees Cloud's hands and is like, ooh.
So it's actually a hell of a deal, and you don't have to pay for the console up front. So that means as soon as you take your Series S or Series X out of the box
Just
with
improve
Xbox
this
All
bad
Access,
boy.
you have a whole bunch of games. It's a really smart business move that Microsoft is doing. But according to Sasin Sepp here, if I'm saying his last name wrong, I do apologize. He's the senior technical director over at Remedy Games. He sees a problem with his Series S. This is what he had to say on Twitter. As a consumer, I love this. As a technical producer, I see
Be
trouble.
alert, contenders. A sector has
As I
collapsed.
give my hot take on this, I am not a software engineer. I'm not a
Dude, I
hardware
really like Walmart.
I, in high school, could barely code in BASIC, and I have to count to 10 with my fingers. I'm kidding about that, but I couldn't code to save my life. And like I said, I'm not a hardware engineer. But I'm kind of surprised that he's saying that this is an issue, because the Series S and Series X, they share the same CPU. And the GPU is just put that nearer to the Series X. It's even going to have ray tracing
Let's bring
on
it
the
up a
Series
notch.
S. So I don't really know how much
May have to
of a
give
problem
this a
this
whirl.
Dude,
is. Basically, you're
Warning.
taking down the
Sectors will
settings
soon
on
be
two
collapsing.
gaming computers.
let
You
me
could have
put on
one
my
computer
big
with
mic
a
because I want to listen.
Ryzen 9 3950X processor from AMD with an RTX 3080 graphics card, and you could have another computer with the Ryzen 9 3950X.
Oh yeah, they're creating a Mario,
Bring it up a
Yeah, I
Read-
know. I saw. I'm like, oh, this is literally my fucking reaction to fucking the Switch Mario shit. I'm like, oh cool, Super Mario Sunshine. That's like my favorite fucking Mario game ever. Dude, when the Switch goes on sale, I may get it. Nintendo. Oh yeah, by the way, this is limited time only on digital store. Yeah, I'm not fucking buying this shit. this is my little fucking reaction. Like, come on, Nintendo. The one Mario game that I actually fucking... I mean, I enjoy basically all the Mario games, but Sunshine is that one Mario game that's actually fucking different, in my opinion. Like, 64 is good.
rocket.
I never owned it, but I remember my friend Gavin owned it, and I always played it at his house. And then
Just improve this bad boy.
Galaxy, I don't think I've ever played that. I think that's more a newer one.
I love Galaxy.
But Sunshine, I like. It's so fucking. It's just so different and fucking cool, and I'm like, wow, they're really gonna nostalgia gate this. Like, are you kidding me? It's digital. Like, are you really gonna do this? Why? Just fucking just put the game out, like, because it's so dumb. Because it makes you fucking. It literally. Everybody has to like buy into like, oh, now I gotta get it now. Like, I gotta do it now. I gotta do all this now. Nintendo wants my money now. It's like, it doesn't cost them anything to just keep that game on their server. It doesn't. Not to mention, it's a how many year old game? Why are you fucking acting like... They're acting like it's a privilege. Like, no, this should be just fucking something you do. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that sends me. And this, like... They're just the same games. Like, there's not remastered or anything. It's just an HD version of those games. I'm like, well, never mind.
Yeah. Alright. Wanna see me fight fucking stuff?
Like, if I still have my GameCube. I don't know if I still
Like, I
have...
could just buy a classic console.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think
I got a
have...
Wii.
I
got
don't
a
have the
Wii.
most
I
of the
just need to
games
buy...
in it. Like, I can just go do that. Like,
You can literally go buy a fucking Wii game and just, you know.
The viewers
Yeah,
have chosen
alright.
the low gravity event.
I'll be right back.
BRB.
Be aware of your location, contenders. Sectors are starting to collapse. The low gravity event is ending.
Go on then. Stay danger. That all you got?
Congratulations, players. There are only 10 players left.
You motherfucker, dude.
As they could play the same games, but one would just play them at like medium, high, some low settings at 1080p, and the 3080 could play that same game at 4K. Same processor, same CPU, so you don't have to really rewrite the code for that. You would just tune down the settings.
I love how people are saying, man, you're so brave for coming out against racism. Yeah, so brave.
I love that Leafy video that got fucking taken down immediately, where Leafy's like, ironically, it's more brave if you come out for racism right now. It's so true.
Would say this would be a problem. Now, cross-generation games with the anemic, I'm kind of changing my tune on this, with the anemic Jaguar cores in the 8th gen consoles going to the 9th gen consoles. There's so much more grunt in the Zen 2 cores as opposed to the Jaguar cores in the 8th gen consoles. I could see how that could be a problem. But if you have two different consoles that have the same CPU, just one has a less powerful GPU, I don't really see how it would be tough for developers to make that work. I don't see how much extra work that would be, especially since a lot of these games are going to be ported to PC, and they're going to give these graphical options anyway. Especially first-party games from Microsoft in their studios, they're going to go to PC and to the console. So
I'm
I
glad
love
though
Final
that
Fantasy.
Ratchet and Clank didn't like that game though really does, because honestly, like the Spider-Man game, I played the original Spider-Man, whatever the other one, the I don't even know what Spider-Man game for PS4, and like the PS5 version looks like it's probably just kind of better graphics, but like the Ratchet and Clank, like I'm glad that they didn't like sacrifice, because to get that to run on a PS4, like it just wouldn't like. Like when he goes through a rift and like he's just going through rift through rift through rift and like the plant, like he's just in a whole nother world. Like it's just simply not possible on regular PS4. Like it's just not. And I'm glad that they didn't like, because most like when it goes with games, like usually launch titles, you know, because people are slower to adopt new tech, so they sell less. I'm glad that they didn't sacrifice that, like, their whole game by watering it down and, like, oh, we'll just fucking make it look way worse or whatever, or we'll have loading screens in between each rift. Like, I'm glad they're just like,
Yeah.
no, this is only gonna be on PS5. Like, we literally, if we want to make this game, like, we need to have PS5. It's not just like, oh, this game's gonna look better. Like, no, this game needs to run on PlayStation 5. So,
Yeah.
that's probably my. And I mean, also, it's just a Ratchet and Clank game. And even if you haven't played the previous ones, like, of course, there's gonna be like Captain Quark and a lot of Doctor Nefarious. Like, there's a lot of callbacks to the previous ones. But like for example, all you have to do is play the remake and that of 2016, and you'll be pretty set for the newer one. Like, you don't. It's not that type of game where it's like Kingdom Hearts, where it's like, oh my god, like shit's so fucking like,
What
oh,
the
you didn't
hell
play
is
Dream
going
Drop
on?
Distance? Well,
And I'm good.
bad
What
luck.
the hell is Dream Drop Distance?
Oh, you didn't play fucking Recoded? What the fuck
I
is
I
Recoded?
remember I told you that. You're like, I'm like, Demon, you know what you have to play next? Like, what? You have to play Dream Drop Distance. You're like, what the fuck is Dream Drop Distance? That was
Sounds
the
like
best
something I'd
reaction
say.
of mine. I was like,
I mean,
my
the same
favorite
reaction happened with Recoded, where I remember playing. I remember talking to my cousin, because I started to look into Kingdom Hearts a little bit more, and I'm like, you know what? Kingdom Hearts actually has a lot of like, really like complex shit to it, and he's like, you're just realizing this now? Like, I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, because he had Recoded, he had it on DS, and then it came out for PlayStation 2, and I just never fucking liked it. Like, And he's like, yeah, you should play Recoded. It'll make fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 make a lot more sense. And then I played through it, and I'm like, oh, that's where all this shit comes from.
Ew.
I love that completion, or the completionist when he did the Kingdom Hearts games. He's like, all right, Kingdom Hearts 2, and then he's like, but it takes off where Recoded left, and he's like, what the fuck is Recoded? Like, oh yeah, that game for the DS. You know, that whole other console you gotta fucking buy to keep up with the story. It's like, what?
What?
We're playing Squad Crown Rush. Prepare
Oh, yeah.
yourselves and
Don't buy
ready to
me
deal with
that
all
anymore,
other
okay?
squads.
The chicken.
I don't want chicken. I'm eating chicken patties tonight. Mexican style chicken patties.
Get ready to deploy. One must always be smart about your landing choice, contenders.
Serious, put down the Dimensionator. Put down the Dimensionator. Yeah, right.
Time to fight. Eliminate all other squads.
Is
or
in the
secure
serious.
ground.
Stop being gay. What the hell?
I was just like, yeah. Right. Also, I don't know if you know, like basically all the Ratchet and Clanks have like innuendos in the title, and I think Mega's like, I don't like how the title sounds. It sounds like ripped apart, and I'm like, Mega, that's the point of the fucking title. Like, Up Your Arsenal is called Up Your Arsenal because it's like making, you know, up your ass. Like, that's the point of the title. Going Commando. I never understood that's the second one, Going Commando. Like, I know
I know what it
Going
means.
Commando means going naked, like not having underwear. But I think could be like going apeshit too, or going postal. And Into the Nexus is into the nether regions, I think.
Fight without me.
First strike.
Here's something. Got to keep my hands busy.
I just let you do that for me.
What's
I'm
your
just gonna
brother
play this
doing?
story like normal. He's
Oh, you
playing the
good?
full game.
Are you talking about Final Fantasy?
Yeah. He's getting all the music.
I don't want to say too much because that game, like, how should I say?
Same
Do
here.
you know about the little shadow thingies?
No.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna say anything. I will say, once you
I
beat
know.
the game, do some research. Like, not like fucking Kingdom Hearts level research, but like, just look up some shit. Because I
I
remember
think
when
this is gonna be my gateway into Final Fantasy games.
I will say, like, it's hard. Like, I remember Quinn saying, like, what's the whole point of fucking Final Fantasy VII if, like, it's a
I
remake,
wanted to
you've already
stab
played it?
him.
The point of a remake is, like, I probably said it before, I probably told you before, but, like, it's literally the whole Midgard section,
A
which is,
reimagining.
like, which is like 10 minutes. Like, you're in Midgard for like 10 minutes. I'm not exaggerating about that. Like, that whole section you're in was 10 minutes in the original game. So, like, like, they literally stretched out the entire fucking, like, whole 10 minutes. Like, that's what I mean. I'm kind of
so much that they need a second part.
Oh, they're gonna need like 2 or 3 because, okay, all the Final Fantasy games basically have like a world map, like that you navigate from. Like you're usually in a ship and you select where you want to go, or you can just roam around on the world
A
map.
sector has collapsed.
And like I'm saying, like Yuffie, I don't know if you know who Yuffie is in Final Fantasy. I think she's in Kingdom Hearts too. Ends up being.
I know
from
what she
Final-
looks like.
Yeah, she is in Final Fantasy 7. She's from the
Just a second.
I can't remember the. You know the group that Avalanche is tied to that they keep talking about, like, oh, you're.
They're the crazier versions, or wait, they're
No,
the
no, they're
subsection-
like,
the
oh,
tamer version.
no, they're like, oh, Avalanche is being it's been a while since I played a game, so I'm having trouble. It's another country. It's literally there's another country
Oh,
that's supplying.
what, Shenwan or whatever.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, that's what it is. Wanghua, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
She's from
yeah,
there.
it's-
Like that is a whole other country. That's like it's on the western. I believe it's on the western, like west from Midgard. So like she's
Wow.
from there. So like it's gonna
Nice.
be, it's. That's what I mean. I don't get how the other games
I like
gonna
that
work out.
Be aware of of your
Yeah, you'll
location,
see-
contenders. Sectors are starting to collapse.
A fight without.
Oh, it's those guys again.
Oh, you're not gonna like what they
Yeah, I really like that. That game was probably one of my more. I forget.
Yeah, I
did
think
they
this
come
is
out
gonna be like
2020 or
quite fun.
2019? I don't know. Whenever it came out, I really liked that game. It was like probably one of the better games of that year.
Yeah, I'm just kind
The
of
only thing I didn't
chipping
like
away
about
at my
it is
catalog.
I wish there was another difficulty option, but I haven't replayed it, so I haven't tried the other difficulty, which I probably end up trying. But like I said, I played the
just-
demo. When that demo came out, I played it like 2 or 3 times, so I already
Yeah.
knew, like, you know. And also min-maxing, like, if you just assess and min-max the shit out of your character, like, you'll never die, like, ever.
You never die.
I'm not joking. I never died, but you will not come close to dying, literally. If you just
I
don't-
should probably do it more.
yeah, just min-max the shit out of your fucking character. Like, don't wait, like, oh, I got 50 points to spend on my thing. Like, do it way
The
often.
health kit event is about
And
to
also, like, certain weapons, like, say, like, a staff for Ariel, like, a magical staff opposed to, like, any other type of staff. Read what it's about, because if you min-max and, like, to its strengths, like, if it's a magical staff and if you min-max to, like, oh, I want more magicka, or, like, you know, I want...
Yeah.
Like, if you do that, if you play to his strengths, like that, you really will never die. Like, it's kind of overpowered.
Warning. Sectors will soon be collapsing.
Yeah.
Get me back up. Somebody get me back up.
But even though it's, I would say it's, easy, like, it's not bad easy, though. Like, it's not Kingdom Hearts 3 easy. Like, that was easy that I didn't like. Like, it's good easy.
I'm gonna
Like,
die.
it's like Witcher 3 easy, where, like, you
The
get,
health kit event is
like,
ending.
you really do get, like rewarded for, like, not only knowing how the game works, but, like, min-maxing and just taking the time. Like, if you take the time
Yeah.
to assess everything and learn all the status elements, like, it really rewards you in that way, rather than just, like, spamming the X button and killing shit. Which, I mean, you can do. but,
Yeah.
like, the harder enemies, you really won't be able to do that.
I am very excited for
Watch out for
'cause
collapsed
there's this one
sectors.
song that I need to know what it is. I forgot
Get
how
it,
it goes. I think it's like the main song. Like it's a real gentle song.
It's probably the victory theme, the da 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 da, because there's another, like, there's a song that's attached to that, I believe. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty
Yeah, it played during Advent Children.
Be aware of your location, contenders. Sectors
Like
are
if you know
starting to
anything about
collapse.
Advent Children, it played during that commercial. 'Cause there's a commercial for it. Man, I miss like when there was commercials for shit like that when I was younger. Like, God, have you watched any of the Godzilla movies other than Shin Godzilla? I haven't seen that actually, but
Yeah, I've seen
You-
a few of the Godzilla.
like I think it's like Godzilla versus the World or something.
Oh, I haven't seen that, no.
I forgot that one. It's like the last one, the last one, before they rebooted the series with Shin Godzilla. It was like really good. It I don't know. It's probably nostalgia because I watched that movie to shit, but like there was always this commercial of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, and I forgot how it went. Oh, but
Talking.
it was really nice.
Contenders,
There's also a
sector
Final
has
Fantasy
collapsed.
movie based on 7. You should check it out, too. Yeah, take that, like, once you beat that game, I'm telling you, like, just search up some shit. You will be pleasantly surprised how the game's story. Because there's shit in there that, like, how should I say it ties into the original Final Fantasy 7. Also, I think it ties into the movie, also.
Sectors are about to collapse.
I really like her dress.
Danger. Let's bring it up a notch.
Yeah.
I really like Tifa's face.
No, you do like Tifa's face. I just wanna. put that face on a person I know and tell him to stop talking.
I really like Tifa's two faces. They're really great. They're the best two faces you'll ever see.
May have to give this one a
Like, there's a secret in the game. Like, when you talk to Tifa,
My favorite part of Tifa is her personality. They say it's
And
about
then
what's
her
inside.
boobs show up when you say personality. That's,
They
that's
augment
inside
her
your.
personality.
I know that's in your brain when you say
That's
personality.
objectifying women, Crimson. How could you even think of such a thing?
Demon, come on! I know you, fucking crotch child.
That's objectifying women. I'd never.
Mega.
Don't call me Mega.
No, he texted me.
Yeah, he invited me earlier, and I didn't feel like joining this
Is
thing.
about to start.
Oh, that's a good item. I'm
Are you
buying
doing
it.
all the side quests too? I recommend it.
Be aware of your location,
Oh,
contenders.
okay.
Sectors are starting to collapse.
What will you say the secret was, Alex?
The reveal event is ending.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. No way! She changes her outfit, like, depending on what you say?
Oh, are you talking about when you get the massage?
No, I'm not talking about that.
10 squads.
Oh, so I chose, she picked a kimono? I'm happy. That's nice.
Oh, you're
I
talking
like
about
that.
like whether. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Tifa gets, like, she's
That's
like,
when she
oh,
has to
Cloud's
go to
like,
that the Don corner.
Yeah,
or whatever
T-
his name.
Cloud's like, no, Tifa, why you get chased away? It's like, Tifa's a big girl. Tifa alone. And all I remember about that was, like, I really like her dress. And then, like,
Watch out for
and he told me that you could
sectors.
change it. And I'm like, no way, that's cool. Like, depending on what you say.
don't talk to her. She like wears a.
Oh, okay. Do I ever meet those three guys again?
What, Sam?
No, the people I meet in the beginning of Avalanche. What are their names?
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're like state. Well, I don't want to spoil too much because there's something special happening. But yeah, you do.
They're cool. I love Biggs or whatever his name was.
Jesse and Biggs and I can't remember the other one.
I loved him. He's like, seriously, she'll kick our ass if you don't kick.
Yeah, Jesse's probably one of my more favorite characters.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. Shut the hell up. Okay, I probably won't. Now be quiet. I think I know what you mean. Hello. Yeah, I got this, dude. Wait, no, let me put on my other sword. Shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna stab him now. Shut the hell up. Bitch. Yeah, okay. I'll cut you if it is. Don't think I won't, fucking bitch.
Be alert, contenders. A sector has
I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead.
Oh my god. All I do know though is after I finish Fallout 4 and I don't know, I think I'm just gonna play through it normally and then do the DLCs and try to do all the subquests in Fallout 4.
Oh, the DLCs are so fucking good.
What? Yeah.
Do Far Harbor, I would say right away. As soon as I would say do it even like before you beat the main story. It's very good. The Nuka World DLC is good, but it was kind of made more in a response to the role-playing elements of the main game. Like, there's kind of complaint that there's not really many evil path. I don't want to say too much because I don't know how far you're in it, the main story, but the one
I'm
evil
still
path.
like barely in it. I didn't play it much
I won't
because I
say
had
much
to take a
then.
break.
But the one evil path that you get, like, it's not like comically evil. Like, like it seems comically evil, but like once you learn about it, you're
It
like,
takes
oh,
a turn.
this is way more gray than I thought. So there's really not much of like a pure like evil playthrough, like a raider playthrough, and that's what Nuka World gives you. Like it's a whole
In a
DLC based around raiders. Not to
Oh.
say that there's not shit you can't get if you're not a raider, because there is a lot of shit you can do there, but you'll get more enjoyment out of it if you're a raider. So like the one thing I don't like about though is if you
True.
want to get the most enjoyment out of it, it kind of forces you to roleplay as a bad character, even if your character in your eyes isn't like a bad person. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can
It
still play.
forces you.
You can still
forces
play the
you to
DLC as a good person. You just like ignore the raiders. Basically, you like fight the raiders, the raider gangs. But like, if you do decide to join them, like, it's really cool. Like, you learn about the different raider groups and like how they are and shit like that.
Oh, fuck. You are